Okay, today is the 24th of November. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, and it's been 2 days since I shot the last video. And what I have managed to accomplish in the 2 days is all of the hardwood flooring. The subfloors have been covered with the craft sticks, and I've just placed the flooring temporarily in the rooms, make sure the fit is proper. And then the next step will be to take these out and stain them. And I'm going to try to do that yet today. Stain them, let the stain dry overnight, and might take a second coat, and then I'll get out my wood burner tomorrow and put my tip in where I burn the little hole, the holes that look like pegs. So like on this, you can see down here, it's supposed to look like pegwood, hardwood flooring. So hopefully if I can get that done tomorrow, then I'll be able to glue the floors down, the finished floors down. Also, take a look at this. You'll notice that the band of boards that goes around the perimeter of this room is a darker stain than the rest of the boards within the frame. That's something I started doing a few years ago, and I just kind of like how it gives a finished look, a nice edge all the way around. It's not dramatically darker, it's kind of subtle, but you do notice it, and I certainly have the stain, plenty of it, so just a little extra touch, a little detail. Now, like I mentioned before, you notice how these don't lay flat. They will when it's all done. Once you apply the stain to the craft sticks and the craft sticks absorb it, they kind of loosen up a bit. The fibers get a little looser, and ultimately this will lay flat. This finished floor was terribly warped when I first laid it in, and I was concerned myself whether it was going to lay down flat, but it did. So if this floor will lay flat, trust me when I say all of these floors with little bows and dips will lay flat as well. Hopefully I'll be able to shoot another video tomorrow, and certainly the next day, to show you that. But all the flooring is done, so all the cutting of the craft sticks, and all the gluing, and the cleanup of all the fibrous dust is behind me. So now it's time to do stain work, which I enjoy. So I'll come back, my next video will show maybe a little staining. Thanks, see you later. Alright, well, I have put the stain on the first piece. This will be the dining room. And so I use Minwax Golden Oak to stain the floor. And then you'll notice again around the perimeter, it is not stained yet, but I'm going to do it next using this darker color, which is Minwax Early American. And it should give a nice dark border around this floor. And yes, the music you hear is typically what I play when I'm doing my staining, or actually when I'm working at all on the dollhouse. I just find easy listening music, easy to listen to and relaxing, helps pass the time. Anyhow, one floor down. Next I'll do the trim and come right back and let you see how that looks. Okay, and here is the trim in the darker shade of stain, which again just gives it that nice extra touch. I've seen this done in some period houses, and I just like the way it really sets off the floor in the room. So this piece is done, except for the drying, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it up in the room. When I get each of these done, I'm going to go ahead and put them in the room loosely. I'm not going to glue anything down. And then I'll turn a fan on the dollhouse overnight and help it dry out. But one room down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 rooms yet to go, but this is going quickly. Alright, well, I have finished staining all of the floors, and I've just loosely laid them back in their rooms to dry overnight. And then tomorrow I will get out my wood burner and burn my peg holes in each plank. There's 4 per plank, so it's a little time consuming. I guess one could say it's a little tedious, but it's enjoyable. If you've never worked with a wood burner before, it's fun. And you know, I think that the devil's in the details, and adding those little peg holes really kind of sets it off. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. It'll probably take me, maybe an hour to do them all. So that's where we are for today. The hardest part is over. The wood floors are stained, the 2 tones, darker around the edges. Tomorrow I will burn the holes, and then we will glue them down and they will lay flat. So stay tuned.